How's it going? I'm Doug. This is Backcountry Pilgrim, a channel dedicated to hiking, backpacking, and the Camino de Santiago. If you're into that kind of stuff, why don't you go ahead and hit that red subscribe button? I would sure appreciate it. Now, most of the gear that I have reviewed on this channel has to do with hiking and backpacking or pilgriming, but today I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be looking at the Easthills Outdoors Instant Shader Dark Shelter XL for 4 people. Look at that. Obviously, not something you're going to want to take backpacking with you. However, for car camping or a day at the beach, this thing is pretty sweet. If you haven't seen one of these shaders, it's basically like a 3/4 dome tent that you typically set up more as portable shade than a serious shelter. But this one's got some pretty special features. Not only is it completely blacked out inside, but you can actually take the porch and zip it up and make this into a fully enclosed dome tent. So if you're at the beach or the campground and you need a little privacy, maybe you want to change your clothes or you just don't want to deal with anybody, you can actually zip this up into a fairly functional tent. The other thing that's really cool about this is that it is an easy up. You basically just pull some strings, the whole thing pops open, you set it down, and you're good to go. Now, if you're using this in windy weather, it does come with a bag of tent stakes that you can use, but it also has sandbags that are attached around the outside that you can fill to weight down the tent at the beach, and then when you're done, they just tear open with Velcro, the sand dumps out, and you're ready to go. So without any further ado, I'm going to take this baby over to stage 2. I'm going to let you see what the setup looks like, what the breakdown looks like, and I'm also going to give you a little walking tour of the Easthills Outdoors Instant Shade Dark Shelter XL 4-person beach tent. So what do I think about this product? Well, obviously the Easthills Outdoors Instant Shade Dark Shelter XL 4-person beach tent was not designed for backpacking. You're definitely not going to want to carry 8 pounds of material just for a shade shelter. This is clearly a car camping, beach combing piece of gear. But as far as that goes, I have not seen anything better. Now, this particular shelter runs about $100, and there are a lot cheaper ones. Get on Amazon, you can find a million of them for 30 or 40 bucks. However, this shelter is extremely large. It is almost 100 inches wide. It can easily seat 4 people, maybe even more if you're friendly or your children. It's got a huge porch to keep the sand off, and it can be zipped up into an actual shelter. Also, the dark interior is extremely nice. Most of these shelters are just colored fabric, so when the sun is beating down on it, it's basically just diffusing colored light into the area that you're sitting in. The dark shelter is like a cave. You're getting great ventilation from the giant windows, and yet you can still have an almost cave-like experience inside the shelter. It is super easy to put up. That video was actually the first time I had ever tried opening the tent. And when you're done, you just pop the 2 tent poles, fold up the legs, roll it all together, strap it, bag it, and you're out. All right, I hope this video has been informative for you. If this has helped you out, I would appreciate a like and a subscription if you are into hiking, backpacking, or the Camino de Santiago. Till next time, I'm Doug. Take it easy.